It's March, and that means St. Patty's Day and corned beef. Today, I'm going to show you how to make the most delicious and tender corned beef on a pellet grill in just 3 easy steps. I'll be using a blend of spices, herbs, and smoke to give it that classic corned beef flavor. And cooking low and slow on this pellet grill will make sure it stays tender and juicy throughout the cook. I've got a 3.4 pound corned beef. You know, it's one of these packaged ones you get at the grocery that has the pack of stuff in it. Now you can decide how much you want to trim. I have rinsed this off with cold water to get rid of any excess salt. But you see how it's got this big piece of fat here? I'm going to cut that off for my purposes. You want to leave it on, go ahead, but likely won't render down. I guess you could cut it off before serving, but I don't like to bite into a hunk of fat, even though fat is flavor. Now, you could spend more time on it if you wanted. Totally up to you. I know, don't cut towards your fingers. You can, don't do what I do. How about that? A boning or fillet knife is perfect for this task. I couldn't find my fillet knife in there. I see one more piece that I want to tidy up here. Just want to get this piece of silver skin off. And now I'm just going to take paper towel and dry it off a little bit. Just wipe off the top and bottom as well as the sides. Again, if there's any salt laying on it, this will help get it off, you know, corned beef, right? Now for my binder today, I'm going to use a traditional Louisiana hot sauce. If you don't want to use hot sauce, you can use mustard, you can use Worcestershire. Doesn't take a lot, just using it as a binder. And if you're going to ask me, is it going to make it hot? No, it's not going to make it hot. It's not enough to make it hot. But it will add a little flavor. I've got 1.5 tablespoons of black pepper, 2 teaspoons of mustard, 2 teaspoons coriander, 1 tablespoon of onion powder and garlic powder. Then we've got 2 teaspoons of red dark chili powder, red dark. We've got 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of thyme. Now I'm just going to put the lid on it and give it a shake. Just want to make sure you get it all mixed in nicely. We're just going to season our corned beef. You want to get the top, the bottom, get the sides here. Pretty simple drill. Now this corned beef is pretty thick, right? So don't be shy with putting a good layer of seasoning on it. This will definitely do one up to 4 pounds, if not a little bit bigger. Corned beef is all seasoned up. We're going to let it sit here and get happy while we get our pellet grill ready. We're going to cook at 250 today. I'm going to put this pan in here to catch any drippings that we might get. Let's get our corned beef in. Get our door closed. And now we just wait. It's been 5.5 hours. I've never had a corned beef brisket take this long, but it's time to take it out and braise it. Let's go check it out. Let's have a look at the temperature here. See, we're at 162. I'd like to let it go to 165, but it's taking forever. I'm going to pull our pan out. No juice in it at all. We're going to put our brisket in there, our corned beef brisket. So I'm going to pour 4 cups of beef broth in here. And then we're going to take 2 cups because this is a big pan. Now, if you don't want to use this much whiskey, this is Jameson, you can just add more beef broth, or you can add some water in there. And the final thing I'm going to add is 1 or so, 2, 3, 4 tablespoons of Worcestershire. And we want to get some foil on here and get it up real nice and tight. Let's get back over to the smoker. I'm just gonna braise this corned beef brisket now. I had an afterthought here. I'm gonna put some onions in here because part of this corned beef I'm gonna serve up on a hoagie for me. So these onions are gonna be good. You definitely don't have to do this. This is totally optional. I want to have these whiskey onions with my corned beef. Let's get the lid closed. And now that it's back on the smoker, we're going to let it keep going until it gets up to about 195, 200. You know, we get that real nice tender with the probe. It's going to be dark. I hope you stay with me. Hey, it's been another hour and a half. It's dark. I think we're like 7 hours total. You can see we're about up to 204, 5 degrees. I'm going to take it off here and let it rest. Let's see what she looks like. Slicing quite easily. Oh, look how juicy. Seems to be tender. There's what she looks like. I hope you can see how juicy that corned beef is. Look at that. It's got the smokiness, so tender. I'm telling you, you're gonna try this recipe. Hey, check out some of the other corned beef recipes down below.